cow. So this is the Daily Dose, and that guy's trouble. His name is Dr. Robert. And
Dr. Robert Trouble Cochran. That's my middle name.
yeah, you know, I used to give you the middle name Resilience, and that held true for still does. Oh my gosh, for
That
sure.
that's right. You did that. That was such a gift. You've given me several over the years now that I think of it. But you're right. You brought me to tears with that. Was that after my failure last year that you gave me that? You did.
Yeah.
It's gosh, it's hard to even really fathom, and I know I'm going to go there because it's important to go there to retell the story, but the depths of the darkness of last December and January. It was about a 2-month hangover. It was ugly. And I
Well,
remember
it's
you
hard.
left, did you leave me a voicemail? Is that where you put
I
it
wrote
in?
it down.
You wrote
I wrote, um, Robert, David, Resilience, Cochrane.
it brought me to tears. I absolutely, because if you don't have someone in your corner at your low moment, I mean, that isolation, I put it out there, but I don't think it gets enough play. It really is a killer. It can kill you. I mean, I mentioned it in my defense. I mean, there is research, practical research that says social isolation is the same as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And they say,
Yeah.
practically speaking, we can make that claim on mortality. It has that significant of an effect. That's not hyperbole. That's measurable, you know. So when we speak about this, it's not, we don't do enough to support people through their hard times as a society, and nor truly understand mental health. And yeah,
You
we
know,
just,
I wonder if, in addition to your dad, I wonder if you have had a level of empathic connection with the concept of isolation, maybe throughout your various careers, running into whatever, lack of support and surviving that over and over again. And that's why I said that.
here's a good point to that points a point that points to that. One of my favorite genres or styles of movie are the ones that where an individual goes through um, some sort of gauntlet, and I can think of Castaway, Life of Pi, um, to a slightly different effect, Reservoir Dogs, Lifeboat, um, even to a degree, Oxbow Incident, where you basically isolate an individual. The Robert Redford one, where he was trapped at sea, is another one. I think it's called Lost at Sea or something like that. Those really appeal to me, always have, and that so you're not wrong to suggest that, because right off of the word isolation is another I word, independent. And um, there's a part of me that was super attracted to that moniker as my early filmmaker career, because it was a hot buzzword in the early 90s to
Yes,
be an
yes, yes,
independent filmmaker. And
yes.
I went to that. And here's the funny thing about that. I'm such a team-oriented person on the other side, which I think is largely because of the sports I played and, growing up in high school, and really had that ingrained in me, that I had the one side that was Sisyphean, trying to push the rock up the hill myself. The other side saying, I'm a total believe in chemistry and team effect thing. So yeah, that's multiple pieces within the same me.
Yeah, you survived your own life multiple times, your own uh, challenges, and it could have any one of them could have just taken you down, and you could have just gone off and gotten a regular job. Well, you did once, and made good money and had good insurance and all that kind of stuff. That your heart was not being fulfilled.
It got bad quickly, and it went from being the good soldier to being a typical employee. And the problem is, once you put yourself out there in a certain way for a certain type of boss who loves your adoration of them, and you stop giving that to them, and you're just doing your job, now you're doing a bad job. He was a type who, yeah, if you weren't shining the light on him, you were there was a problem. Yeah. All right, well, let's get to the next dose. I got something. I got a left turn for you coming
All
up.
right.
Next dose. See you in a minute.